At the end of the movie, I feel George didn't care too much about her character arc, and just used her as a catalyst to focus on Anakin, which I'm all for, since this is Vader's story here, and I'll explain more at the end. But I think putting this part in from the concept art that George did actually like would have been more true to Padme's character in the end. Described by the concept artist for Revenge of the Sith, Ian McKeag, himself, he says Padme was supposed to come down from her ship, leap into Anakin's arms, and thrust her arms around his neck, only to draw back and reveal a sharp dagger to his neck. She planned to kill him, but alas, she couldn't. Even after all the horrors and deaths he had caused, the children he killed, she just loved him too much. He was the father of their children and the love of her life. She couldn't do it. Some dialogue would have passed, and then Obi-Wan shows up and Anakin freaks out, now really thinking this was all a plot to turn against him. It would have made even more sense as to why he was so mad with rage. Now here's the piece from the Art of Revenge of the Sith itself. Check it out. A great deal of time is spent speculating on the events surrounding Padme and her eventual fate. I was brainstorming with Ian, Tiemann says, and he thought she might have a dagger in her hand. George responded favorably and said, "I'm starting to see some scenes." Now obviously we didn't get this in the movie, but the concept art is there, and I feel like this would have given such a better arc to Padme. She would have basically been the first person to start the rebellion against Vader and the Empire. You know, sorta. Now I imagine if she actually went through with it and slit his throat, no hesitation whatsoever, Sidious would probably try to make her his new apprentice, and have her take Anakin's place. So, what do you guys think about this?